And we are live. Hi, everybody. Please
Yay.
welcome Jon Binnie to the show. Hi, Jon. How are you
Hello.
today?
Hey, Jean. I'm amazing. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for having me on your show again. I'm so excited to explore a very different way of me doing my healing and some music too. So thank you again for inviting me along.
Oh, you're welcome. We really enjoyed the last show that we had together, and everybody was talking about it in the whole community, and it was a really big hit. So I thank you for all of your sharing your special gifts with us. So
Thank
you're
you so
looking
much.
great. I love your background.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like a sun. I got these like backdrop sheets. I've got about five or six of them, and they're like crystals. You just keep collecting them, right? It's like, oh, I really want to get a new one. And what I love is like just feeling guided to when I'm doing a session. I'll often just put one up depending on what the color or um, often before the client session, the day or two before, I'm getting like some kind of sneak previews of what's going to happen. And so, yeah, it's usually revealed later on. Like maybe today we'll find out like why is it that backdrop? It's always
Wow.
good fun.
It's also orchestrated, isn't it? It's
That's right. Yeah.
nothing happens by accident or coincidence, that's for sure. So you are coming to us from Scotland right now, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's been super hot here too.
And what time is it there? Do you mind me asking?
Yeah, it's 4 p.m. here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And yeah, so well, I really appreciate you coming on again. And how is your healing practice going? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. And for those that perhaps haven't heard it before, it's I find it a little bit hard to describe what I do. Some of it's similar to others, and some of it isn't. Um, but the kind of main themes in my healing practice, and they've been primarily one-to-one sessions, and I've done a few of these group sessions or live readings. And what I do in them is I first of all set up a safe space. I connect in with people's guides. Like I asked one of their spirit guides to step forwards, and the next step in the adventure is often very different, but it can be energy clearing. So I will do like a scan through someone's what I'd call their physical body and like their etheric, like their light body at the same time. And as we go through, we often like step through the chakras one at a time, and we find out a bit more from both the guides and what I can see that needs healing, and we perform healing and also clearing. So if there's any negative energies attached or wounds, um, and after that, after we've been through that healing process, I often go through like a past life regression. So often the client's guide will say, okay, so that's the kind of the here and now done. There's a fragment of someone's soul, or there's a wounding from like a parallel past future life that needs attention, and so we'll travel together. And sometimes it's to really beautiful places. Well, they're less they're less of my journeys. Quite often we go to the lowest dimensions. We end up depending on your belief system, I would describe it as going to hell. So we often go in an elevator and go way down in just like there's the highest levels of light, there's also the lowest levels of darkness. And together we go and find the fragments of the person and find out a bit more about the wounding, why it happened, um, how we can help, even with the understanding of what happened is helps in the healing. And then we bring that part. It's like a soul retrieval, I hear some people call it, where we'll bring that aspect, the dimension of the fragment of the soul back and rejoin them. And then it's usually it's always in a very beautiful reunion. And then I also do work. So I don't, and today I'm not necessarily going to be doing all those things for everybody. It varies every time. But another thing that I've been doing a lot more work in recently is the gift activation side. So when someone is healed, is then working with them to understand like what are the gifts, like where do they originate from, whether it's their soul origins or their like past lives, like which past lives they've developed them over, And then also like their chakras and how it manifests in this lifetime. Like when we talk about the practical stuff about like, well, physically as a human, like what do I do with this gift and what can I do? And what I love, especially like some of my recent sessions, like I did 3 sessions over the last week, and they all had this very kind of mysterious theme, which was we were shown by the guides, yeah, so here's the thing you'll start doing. And I think each of them really blew my mind. Like one of the last ones I saw was the client could actually show other people like I guess like a holographic or experience of their spirit guides. Like that was their gift, to bring in someone's spirit guide. And I was like,
Wow.
and I kept asking so many questions about it. It's like, really, you can do that? It's like, yeah, like they should practice. And what was so beautiful and powerful about that gift was that just like I started, and I think your journey started somewhat similar, Jean, was this, you could start with some friends, and even just bringing in the presence, having someone feel that they're not alone and having them know that their guide is with them in the same room would, it just fills my heart. It's just like, you're not alone. Like they're always here for you. And regardless of whether you can physically see them, just gradually practicing. So I often get lots of guidance about how someone can work, day to day, in like meditation and practicing with friends, family, and then other people to develop their gifts over time. So yeah, and of course there's music in that as well. Since I write a song every day, music definitely has found its place in my healing, and I find it a great way of I really channel the song. So I ask during the session, I ask the guides to help me with the lyrics and the music. I just pick up my guitar and just play what comes through, and it, for all the words I've said just now, I could probably sing in like 30, 40 seconds. And I love that. Like
Wow.
I love that difference of expression, that it's so easy to just allow things to flow through without the human mind or the body getting too entangled with the message.
Interesting. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely amazing, John. So amazing.
Thank you.
And this is mostly what you're doing on in your private sessions when you do your readings, and you just call them sessions, right? And if anybody's interested in a private, I wrote reading here, but in a private session with John, you can go to his website at jonbinnie.com. And that sounds like it's like a meld, a blending of so many different modalities, so many different, the sound healing, the past life regression, the soul reading, the shamanic kind of soul retrieval. I mean, all of these things so blended together.
Yeah,
And what I was picking up when you were talking, John, is, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm just picking this up, but
yeah,
what I'm getting is because, or you are guided to sing and create write a song every single day. And by
yeah,
creating something every day, you are expressing your soul's expression, your soul's desire. This is what your soul wants us to do, wants you to do, and this is what spirit wants us to do, is to create and to fulfill our soul's desire. When you do this, you raise your own vibration. And by raising your own vibration, you're leveling up, and all of these new modalities and new features to your healing starts coming into you. And it's important for us to raise our vibration. And the fact that you do this every single day is compounded on one another and raises it together so that you're able to hold this amazing frequency and space for others for healing. It is absolutely genius. You're the only one I've ever heard that is able to do something like this. It's beautiful.
oh, that's so kind. My heart is just racing. Like it's so full with joy as you share that. Thank you so much. And yeah, I must admit, I thought that I remember when we chatted last time, I shared that it took me about 900 songs and 900 days for my mind to accept that there's this way of channeling songs every day and creating songs every day, that it is infinite, that it truly never ends. Um, And then what I've appreciated more recently, because I think I'm at now song 1700 something, and what I love now is I'm seeing, like, I feel like a daily practice for me is also breaking down and continuing to remove my mental models, like mental patterns and attachments, especially about expectations. Like, I have very very happy and excited feelings about today's session with you and the amazing souls in the chat, but I have no idea what's going to happen, and I think that's also why I struggle describing it. I'd, like you say, it's a blend of so many things, and I'd also like vocally be self-critical and say there's so much traditional, spiritual or religious wisdom that I just don't know. Like, there's so much of this I just literally don't know.
Okay.
And in many respects I spend a lot of time avoiding learning traditionally, because I feel like the answers are in me, and the universe in me, and then I learn them as I go. And I feel like every session, every encounter I do with people, I learn so much about the quantum nature of the universe, space and time. And the harder I find, the times I find it hardest is when I cling to something like, I
Mm-hmm.
think I do this. It's like, no, John, it's like, here's another session, and it blows my mind. And I'm like, great. I'm starting again. And my mind, I think, is just becoming a lot more used to just, having an
Trusting
open,
and letting
yeah,
go. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's so true.
Yeah. So we are going to be doing some questions here, or activations here, and John is going to be doing that. And we are taking requests for activating your spiritual gifts and energy healing and clearing. And these would be just a short example of what John's going to be doing, but he is very interested in getting this out to the masses and wants to get a little more eh, practice, I guess, to do this in a live setting. So that's what we're doing here today. And I would love to take questions or requests from people who have not had a healing from John the last time, if at all possible. That would be great. So yeah, if you would like an activation for your spiritual gifts, and or just a revealing of your spiritual gifts, or an energy healing and clearing, and like John said, you never know what's going to happen. Spirit is in control. The universe is in control. We are mostly a conduit, and we have our trust in what comes through is what is best for your highest outcome and for your highest good, and for everybody here in the chat. I do know the last time when you were doing this, John, that we only had like 3 or 4 people that have had the time to get their requests in, but almost everybody felt it. I mean, even after the live show, I had people tell me that it was so riveting that they had to stop what they were doing, sit down, and just pay attention to the show. You know how you're just doing 3 things
Yeah.
or whatever. It was so commanding. The energy and the frequency is just absolutely beautiful. And yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I see a couple of people here. I'm just going to star a couple. And John, what are you going to be doing? Any live shows with your music? What's coming up with you there?
Yes, slightly. Um, I have been doing some more getting out of my studio and playing out in public, and I'm busy selling my house at the moment, so I'm finding it hard to like book exact dates of when things happen. But yeah, I do expect to go live within the next couple of weeks again on either YouTube, or I recently have got 1,000 followers on TikTok also, so I post daily on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So I'll definitely be going live soon. And I'll also be doing like a live session. I have a membership group for people that go through readings with me, and it's like a free group where we get together about once a month, and we've done it a couple of times, and we usually go on like a kind of astral mission. So we we'll talk to like one of the representatives guides, or the last time we went to the Galactic Federation spaceship. So we went there and got a beautiful message and some advice about how to work with our gifts. So yeah, these will be the lives they'll be coming up soon.
That's amazing. How do we find out more about how to join your group?
Yeah, it's relatively in its infancy. There are about 20 members, and really anyone that is goes at the moment that goes through a session. I think if you have a session with me, which you can either pay for, or there's like a blend of like donation based or free of charge that you can book on my website. And once you go through that, you'll get access to the membership group. And I think at the moment, the reason behind that is that everyone goes through, I guess, quite with one of my sessions, it's often people go through quite a big experience. And so when they join a membership group, they have that one thing in common where they can say, hey, I went through this amazing adventure. And it helps us, I guess, feel safe in the audience that we have a membership with.
Well, that's just amazing that you're saying membership and free in the same sentence. I'm sure. And do you do this on Zoom or on Facebook, or am I sorry, YouTube?
It's on my website. It's the
Oh,
Wix website platform. So it has I describe it as a kind of, well, to me, it looks a bit like a kind of simplified version of Facebook. And it has like a little mobile app. So yeah, you can do all the kind of social media stuff on it, which is really handy. So
wow, that's
it's totally
amazing.
private, and we don't need to worry about censorship or getting in trouble for anything.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's really, really neat. I'd love to join that sometime. I mean, just getting into a group where you're like-minded people and raising all of your vibration, and then you taking us on a healing journey or a activation journey, and meeting different it's just amazing, different guides and things. And that
It's
sounds
super
really
fun.
fascinating. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it must take a lot of energy as well. But it's once a month, and that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, so are you ready to get started, John?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to take astrology happenings with Shauna Saya. She says, would love an activation. Shauna Saya.
Shauna Saya. Well, thank you very much, Shauna Saya. And forgive me if I forget your name. I'm terrible with names.
You can,
Words have magic, so I should try and remember this. That say I'm learning to get better at names. Shauna Saya. So thank you. And just for this first one, I will take just a few seconds more to set up some protection and a safe space for this whole group and for anyone listening in the replay. And so together, if you can join me, first of all, in taking 3 deep breaths. And so in through the nose, hold, and out through the mouth, nice and loud. And again, in through the nose, hold, and breathe out the stress of the day. And once more, in through the nose. And breathe out any negativity. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And now imagine a divine spark at the center of your heart. Its golden light expanding out to fill your chest. And take a light cord extending from the center of your heart up through the top of your head, through the sky, up through the stars, going higher and higher through the dimensions of this universe, higher and higher until you reach the highest frequency, the highest dimension you can imagine. And there, connect in your light cord into the source of this universe. And there feel the unity and love, that wholeness, that oneness. Remain connected to source and continue to extend your light cord down to the stars, to the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart. And allow your body to fill with that source energy, healing, clearing, energizing, and activating. And now take a light cord, and this time from the center of your heart, extend it down through the bottom of your spine, down to the ground, going deeper and deeper all the way down until you reach the very center of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. And there, once you reach the center, connect into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We send her so much love and gratitude at this time. Gaia sends her love back. We remain connected to Gaia's heart and continue to extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up to the surface, up through the root of your spine, and up into your heart. And now, connected to Source above and Gaia below, for everyone listening in the live stream and in replay, I'd like you to expand this golden light from within you to form a bubble of protection around you. And in this bubble of golden light, set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, with the highest good, love and compassion for you, may see or access this space. And I create a bubble through space and time to encapsulate everyone listening in the live stream and in replay. Past, present, or future, we come together in this golden protected bubble. And into this safe space, I set the intention, only energies and entities with our permission, highest good for us, love and compassion for us, may access this space. And with each person that steps forward with a question or request, they will be protected by this space. And for those listening and watching, and this protection remains in place for as long as is required for each person. And so it is. Thank you for waiting. And we will now start with, I say the name right, your name, Shauna Saya, is that right? Okay. And I invite into this space Shauna Saya, her higher self, her guides, her ancestors. I invite in my guides, higher self ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel. And this is for a gift activation. I'm being shown Shauna Saya sitting down, and I'm not sure if you have either problems with your legs or aches and pains with your legs. I don't know. There's just this, there's a stillness, perhaps a frustration with your legs. And I would ask one of Shauna Saya's guides to step forwards to assist with this gift activation, please. Okay, so there is a mermaid has stepped forwards, and she's doing this. She's like, my legs, ta-da! See? With the mermaid lower half of her body, like a fish, like a dolphin. She would like to channel through me. Yes, please do. Shauna Saya, you feel this. You feel this calling, this urge at this time to be with water, to swim, to move. And you cannot always be near water. And you do not have, in this incarnation, the legs of a mermaid. But you do have the energy, and you have this beautiful flow, this energy flow with you as you dance and move with your arms. You allow these energies to come through, this hypnotic, entrancing movement, like your fingers are touching water and it is just the air around you. You can move this air like it is water. Swim through this air. The air is your water. Remember your Lemurian past lives, where you use this gift, where you would summon in energy from around you. You would bring it into the space around you. You would supercharge your heart with the energies and the electricity that flows through water, and this flows through air. And see your gift in your heart as you energize. You are able to bring people in to their bodies, into their space, into this time, to connect them with their energy, with their flow. And just your presence, your movement, your actions, your interactions with energy is both inspiring to them and like a gravitational pull. They want to dance with the energy and flow with the energy of the universe like you do. It is hypnotic for those that you work with and help and heal. And as you do this, you can choose to sing or hum, talk or whisper. The air is like your child, and you bring it together with the love of your heart. And as you inspire this and activate it in those that you work with, those that see your work, you are able to help ignite gifts in them, to energize them, to heal them. This is a journey for you. I would love to tell you all of the answers, but we cannot share them all right now. It would ruin the journey. The journey is magical and fun. It is a dance that never ends. It is your time to dance with this energy. And to help activate this gift, we would like to send in golden light into your heart chakra with the Om sound. It's beautiful. And I can see, like, standing here now, like, look, my legs, they're here. I found them. They've always been here. I just needed to learn how to use the air like my water. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to your guides, your higher self. Please drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. And I hope that this activation resonates with you.
Wow, that was incredible, Jon. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to make some notes because that was really beautiful, Shauna Saya. Thank you very much. And what I'm just getting that the energy and the flow. And I feel what I was getting while you were going through all of the descriptions is that she's the way shower.
Yeah,
She has these abilities, and she is to show others how to connect with the energies and how to um, manage the energies around her. And the flow was such a beautiful word when you said that, for us to flow, not to resist, for us to go with the flow, for us to flow in our own energy and with the energies around us. It's just so it was just absolutely beautiful, really, really beautiful. And Shauna Saya has many gifts, and is a high vibrational being, and I believe is a way shower as well. That
oh,
was
that's so
really
beautiful.
beautiful, John.
Thank you, Shauna Say. Yeah,
Yes.
there's something about her gift, like you say, Jean, which is it has this hypnotic effect on others that when she shows them, they're like they experience very briefly what she feels when she's practicing the gift, and then when they experience that, they're like, I want to do that too. Like, and they want to then learn like what their gift is, and that's so beautiful. So I wish you all the best of luck with your showing the way.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, she said that was so powerful that her hands were tingling, I guess, and could feel the power in her heart. Ah,
Uh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, thank you for the honor of doing that.
I felt the tingling in my hands as well, and possibly that was a healing aspect that you have with these energies as well. It was very, very good, very, really amazing. But wow, thank you. Thank you. All right, so we are at 30 minutes, and let's see who else we have. Um, I have Nancy Reicher. Nancy Reicher says she would like an activation to connect to her energy, please.
Excellent. Thank you, Nancy. I would like to invite in Nancy's guides, her higher self, and her ancestors. And they're just saying, we're out here, we're to here. I did see the next guide stepping forwards. They're very bold. Thank you. Let's see. Please show yourself to me. I found their guide quite hard to describe. They, to me, they look a little bit like a bear, but they have humanoid aspects to them. I see like a bear head and facial features, and then I see like a very muscular body. They're quite tall and very powerful. And we would like to assist Nancy with her gift activation. Her guide just said, okay, just turn it on. Thank you. I would like to move to a energy scan of Nancy. And I call down from above a column of source light. And in this source light, I bring it down above Nancy's human form and her light body. And just coming down now through her crown, clearing, healing, activating. Her crown is very clear, but it is enjoying the energy and the stimulus, like a partial activation, just coming alive. I feel like Nancy does have regular communication with her guides, with higher aspects of the universe. Just allowing any of those communications to be freed up, removing any blockages. And now down to her third eye, and being shown like an eye, like just this massive eye. And the eye is a combination of your crown and your third eye. And I'm seeing the eye. This is symbolic. Just like the eye at the top of like an Egyptian pyramid. I don't fully understand the meaning. I'm just going to ask your guide to explain, to channel through me. The gift of seeing and hearing together, seeing, receiving. The crown chakra receives higher dimensions, communication. The third eye chakra receives interdimensional sight, energies, entities through space and time. Combine the crown chakra and the eye, your third eye. You see and receive. Seeing is not something that you do, it is something you receive. And so this gift, the ability to talk to others, other humans, to help them with their third eye activation. You can practice seeing what they see. You can see what they see. You must understand this with your human mind. And when you see what they see, you can bring in this communication through your crown chakra and their crown chakra and allow the development of your human that you are healing. You can work with them to develop their third eye. And to practice this gift, start with yourself. Each day in meditation, ensure you set up protection around you, just like Jon has done in this session. And then when you're living your busy human life, practice saying, I see you. When you see an energy, or you see an entity, or you see a sign, whether it's a feather, or a number, or a symbol, just take a moment and say, I see you. And this is like the infinity wheel, because you constantly feed back. When you see, you feel, you see, you feel, you see, you feel. The more you see, the more you feel. And your crown chakra can help you understand. You can ask your guides, what do I see? I see a dark shape. What is this shape? What advice do you have for me in my interaction with it? How does it feel in my body? Does it feel negative? Does it feel positive? I can tell it to leave immediately, and it will leave immediately. I can tell it I see you, and I know it won't like that, and will likely leave anyway. This is a beautiful gift, Nancy. It takes time to develop. Your third eye is already open. Practicing your third eye every day, all the time, allows you to then help others see. And on this journey, this one single important message you must understand. The third eye sees before the mind. So when you see, when you receive through your third eye, do so without expectation. Do not try and understand what you see. Just allow it to be and allow you to receive that sight. And now we would like to activate this gift with this golden light energy, bringing down from source. and sending in through your heart chakra up to your third eye and crown. And so it is. I see you, angel. Thank you to Nancy's guides, our higher self, and thank you so much to Nancy for that beautiful experience. And what an incredible gift. Thank
Absolutely
you.
beautiful, John. Thank you very, very much. Wow. That was really beautiful. Just to let you know, it's 40 minutes, and John's just asking me to keep him sort of in this time and space so that
Yeah,
he's aware,
thank you.
so that he's aware. And that was really amazing. If I can just do a really quick recap. And Nancy, oh my gosh, Nancy has been in the chats, and she is raising her vibration and witnessing and watching and being a part of the group, raising her vibration and opening her mind up to spirit and opening up her right brain.
Mm,
And you said the eye at the top of the pyramid, which was very powerful for me. It sounded very ancient. This is something that is you belong. I For some reason I feel as though you belong to a group of seers, and that you could see interdimensional sights, and the way that he said that you receive the the vision, the seeing. It's not something you do or have, it's something that you receive. I thought that was really powerful for you too, Nancy. Um, and what you do is you help to share the gift. What I understand, and please correct me, John, but because I know he's in a trance, he's doing the channeling, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But that you help others to gain perspective. You help others to open up their mind. And this is an energetic gift, Nancy. This is not just something that it's not something that it's something that's natural and it's in your energy. So if you would walk up to somebody and say, well, have you ever considered this? And they would be like, I have never thought of it like that before. It's like an opening of a mind, an opening of an awareness is what I'm also getting. Not just an actual vision that you see like a picture. It's an awareness that you're helping them to understand a perspective. Would you concur, John? Is that correct?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I love that. Um, there's such, like you say, it's such an ancient mastered gift. Nancy's done this through many lifetimes, and I see her like doing this with that. She's done it in the past with students. That as a kind of ancient elder, she would bring students along and say, "Okay, time to open your third eye." But it's not just your third eye, and there's this beautiful, magical kind of mystery behind, which I don't pretend to understand, is between the crown chakra and the third eye. This receiving of both. It's like a receiving of communication and sight. So it's not just, when we look at things in the 3D world, we can't interact with them very easily just by looking at them. But you can interdimensionally with your gift, Nancy, through your crown chakra also, and you teach people how to do this.
Wow, that's amazing. Um, And it's very, really important what John said at the end of the channeling, that he said, every time you see or feel a vision coming in, that you acknowledge it, and you acknowledge it with feeling, that you feel this and you acknowledge this. If you receive an image, or you receive like a download or a gift, or a message from spirit, that you acknowledge this, and that you feel this with acknowledgement and feel it. It's important that, and you give like you give it right back, like, I receive it, I feel you, like acknowledging it and feeling it and giving it back. And this way it opens up that pathway, and opens up that exercising to connect with spirit. And I just thought it was absolutely beautiful, Nancy. And this is for all of us too. This is for all
Yeah.
of us to consider and take into account and to take into practice our own practice. Oh, I just wrote so many notes.
Thank you. Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. Wow, that was really, really good. Really good. All right, so we are at 45 minutes and we're just trying to time ourselves so that we know, like it's kind of for the recap, it's about 5 minutes. We have no idea how long we talk. All right, so I have next Warrior Girl 113. Hi, Warrior Girl. And she said, I would really appreciate some healing, which is something a little different than what we were just doing. Healing, physical and emotional, please and thank you. All right, Warrior Girl.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Warrior Girl. I'd like to invite in Warrior Girl's higher self and your human form, your light body, and your guides to assist with this healing and clearing as required. And a female Lyran, a lioness in humanoid form, has stepped forwards. She is beautiful and very strong, and she's standing. She reminds me of I remember in the 1980s that the Wonder Woman would stand with her hands on her hips. She's standing like this, very powerful as a warrior. She says, there is no time to lose, Jon. So we will move to an energy scan to heal and to clear. And I'm bringing down now a column of source lights, golden white lights, to above Warrior Girl's head, to her crown chakra. Okay, so each chakra as we go, we're going to send in some healing energy. I will make the Om sound for each one as I go. And as I do this, I'm seeing there's almost like there's a wounding on the chakra. It is like it looks burnt. It looks almost like charcoal. And as I send in this healing energy, it is removing this scar tissue, this scar around the wound. It is a protective. Okay, I'm being shown quite a lot more now. So I'm being shown Warrior Girl as a priestess, as a Lyran priestess. And she put in place, after she had, in a previous life, had been wounded at the end of that previous life, she encrusted her chakras in this scar tissue. And it is ready. It really is ready now to be removed. The scar tissue is not negative, and the beautiful chakra beneath is ready and waiting. And now moving down the third eye, again sending in energy to heal, to remove any scar tissue. And I see her light body showing itself as it's like a lioness with a beautiful, it's like a really large headdress. It is like the sun around her. It's golden. It is made of gold. And as we opened the third eye, her third eye appeared on the outside of her face and her forehead, down to the throat chakra. around the throat chakra is an attachment, and it is like a snake, like a worm, and it runs. This entity is coiled around each chakra, down to the root chakra, and its tail is being shown like a rattlesnake's tail, like below your root chakra. It's not happy to see me, which I understand. I have no fear. And so I'm going to gently remove this attachment. So I'm going to uncoil it. It has been constricting the chakras below the throat chakra, tightening of the throat, the physical throat and throat chakra. So I'm just bringing in my light sword. This is a sword made of light that can only harm lower dimensions. It cannot hurt light. And I'm bringing it down, and I'm holding the top of the snake, its head, my hand. Archangel Michael is assisting me as we coil this snake. It is now unattached, and we're just pulling it out gradually and gently. I'm handing it to Archangel Michael as I do. And the entity just wants to speak its departing words before it leaves. Its message is, I saved you from the lies. I saved you from the lies. Thank you for your service. You are no longer needed. Return to source. Or leave and never return. Archangel Michael is taking it away. Excuse me. It has decided to return to source. Thank you. And now with Archangel Raphael, I'd like to work down through each of the chakras, throat and below, healing any wounding. Just seeing this beautiful golden light now. It is like a light beam running between the crown and the roots. I'm just going to help energize this. And I'm asking your guide to assist also. And my Lyran guide, Emin Shao. And it's like this liquid gold is now flowing out through your arms and your legs. It is flowing again, it is flowing again, flowing. And it's so beautiful. And Jean, if it's okay with you, I would like to record a song, play a song now for Warrior Girl. Thank you. And as I get my guitar, I would like to ask that Warrior Girl's guides channel through me, sing through me the notes and the lyrics. Just be a second. Okay. the light of the sun. Feel its cold flood. Enter your truth. Inside. Warrior, so never time. That's our truth never die. I can see the fear in his face. The smile is illuminating through all these lifetimes. You kiss his divinity with such wisdom and grace. Now you come with space, time to hell. Truth, it never lies. Warrior, warrior, you chose this time to heaven. It's going to the truth of our light, of our love. Help us see our truth. Thank you. I'll just stop this. Swap my headphones.
Thank you very much, Jon. I know you're going to finish up.
Thank you. Wow. What a beautiful song. Thank you to Warrior Girls Guides and to Warrior Girl. This is a big transformation. I want to thank you and acknowledge your beautiful soul for all of your service to the light through so many lifetimes, and to bring this truth, this golden light at this time. We praise your soul. We're grateful for you. And please drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest over the coming days, and feel free to reach out to me, to Jon Binnie, and also to ask your guides if you need any assistance over the coming days. And so it is.
Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jon. That was amazing. And blessings to you, warrior girl. If I can just follow up with some of the, I thought it was very powerful that you brought in Archangel Michael, and that the snake that was wrapped around your chakras represents your physical pain, and it needed to be there for you to for a focus for you, because it was an energy that had no form, and because of this physical pain, because of this pain that you were feeling, it needed to solidify into this snake form. And when Jon removed it and it went back to source, it was just absolutely beautiful the way that the snake gave its form to your pain. I just thought that was really amazing. Also, Jon, I'm not sure if you, well, I know that you didn't realize there were others in the chat who are also healers, who are bringing their healing to Warrior Girl at the same time, and holding space and sending their healing to her at the same time. I thought that was absolutely beautiful and so generous of everybody.
Thank
And
you.
my last comment is, your Warrior Girl. What I received from Spirit is that your soul is whole. It is not damaged. It is not injured. It is not in any pain. It is only this human experience that you felt and experienced this pain. And because of this human experience and the pain that you've gotten to the other side of, um, you've experienced and worked through it, and now that you're on the other side of it, your soul has grown from this experience. And I just want you to know that you're whole, you're safe, you're healed, you're not injured, you're not in any pain. Your soul is flourishing, is coming up, is revealing itself. So there's nothing. There's no permanent damage. It is all renewable. And I can just see your soul coming up and renewing itself and saying, I am not injured. I am not in pain. I do not have any damage. It was just absolutely beautiful, um, Warrior Girl. It was really an amazing transformation. Thank you, Jon. Wow.
Thank you, Warrior Girl. Yeah, I totally agree with all of that. It's like the snake was the embodiment of the pain, and it was like I see like this the chrysalis of a like the caterpillar before it turns into a butterfly, and now the butterfly is released. Yeah, it's just this it's just this magical experience to see such a beautiful soul in such power and light. So thank you, and I wish you all the best with your smooth integration and your continued healing.
Yeah, I can really feel my heart chakra, my heart space really opening up. It's amazing energy, Jon, that you are transmitting, that you are enabling all of us to feel, hear, and sense and witness. Everybody in the chat just stops. The chat just
Thank you.
stops and they just hold their space and their focus on you and on the healing. It's absolutely amazing. It's captivating and just beautiful, really beautiful.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who is here. And I know that T Barb is here, and Debbie Kane, and Dream Detective Kate is here. Butterfly Kisses Healing is here. Ruth is here. Nancy Kelzer. And there was somebody who came in from Anthony is here. Melinda is here. I just want to thank everybody for being here. And Flora is here from Australia.
Wow.
So welcome, welcome.
Hello.
So we're almost we're in the U.S. and Jon is in Scotland, and we're reaching Australia. So we just need anybody else here from the Asian continent, let us know. But yeah, wow, that was just amazing. And Junosphere was here. She said she had to leave. Yeah, just thank you. And Terry Suzuki is here, and Starfish is here. Thank you very much. It's an amazing collaboration. Everybody's energy who is here with us live is contributing to everybody's requests. So I just want to thank everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So was there it was really amazing when you're doing your healing and the hits that I'm getting when you're doing your healing. It's really beautiful. I feel like a energetic part of it as well. Just
Definitely, thank you. Yeah, it feels like everyone's there. It's a really busy space. So many souls, and so many watching. And I also want to acknowledge, both our guides and our angels that are in the space with us. They're all being very respectful and giving each other space, even though I know there's many people that are either asking to or would like to ask for healing at this time.
Absolutely. So Warrior Girl is saying, I am vibrating head to toe. And she says hugs to both of us. And she said, thank you, John. Aw,
Thank
that
you,
is
Origo.
so
That's
sweet.
beautiful. I love that head to toe as well. Like the sun's energy that you pull through.
Wow. That's still activating. This is an activation. And it's no joke when John says, make sure you drink some water, get some rest,
Yeah.
take good care of yourself. This is very intense energy healing. And we're all here raising the vibration so it's compounded. And there's so many people that were also joining in on the healing as well. It was beautiful, very beautiful. Okay. All right. So I have, let me see, who is the last one? Okay, Ruth. Ruth, I was wondering, Butterfly Kisses Healing, I need a small little favor. Butterfly Kisses Healing, would you give me a number from 1 to 10, please? Just 1 to 10, put it in the chat. That would be really helpful for me. And John, just so you know, we're about 1 hour, 6 minutes.
Okay.
And just so we're keeping time. And she
Thank
wants
you.
5. Excellent. All right. So our next activation request is for Anthony D. Benedetto. Wow. I love that. Aw. And Anthony would like an activation, please. Welcome, Anthony. And thank you, Butterfly Kisses Healing, for helping us out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. And I would like to invite Anthony, his higher self, his light body, and his guides into the space at this time to perform gift activation. And I'm being shown it is like a snake slowly coming towards me across the ground, waving. And now it's just starting to stand up tall into humanoid form. It's shape shifting into humanoid form and showing itself as like a lizard humanoid. We can call it reptilian, we can call it dragon. It is up to us. And I'm also just feeling, and this may just be the feeling from the group, that sometimes we have negative connotations or feelings towards our reptilian brothers and sisters. And just to reassure the intention, both Anthony and his guide, that this is a very loving guide. And it's saying to me, it's explaining that its gift as a guide is to shapeshift. This is why it appeared as a snake, first of all. And it's just saying, not like that other snake you saw. It's like the elephant in the room. Thank you. Okay. Just connecting in with the guide a bit further. It is very wise. It is a very ancient guide. And it's showing me how it has been many galactic races through many, many lifetimes. And it may appear to Anthony as different shapes. Could you tell me your name, please? What is your name? Athea. It's hard to say Athea. It sounds like almost like you start to say Anthony, but it's Athea. The guide is saying it like a hiss of a snake. Athea. You can also say Asiya, Asiya. Thank you. And please assist with Anthony's gift activation. And the guide would like to, Asiya would like to channel briefly. To first understand your gift, you must remove understanding to allow your understandings of matter and energy to step aside, to dissolve for now, as you're able to re-understand and relearn the true quantum nature, this energy first nature of the universe. And so your gift to be able to change in form and shape. What does this really mean? Does it mean that your physical body in this 3D dimension will change? Yes. Maybe, yes, sometimes. What does it mean for energy? For if this universe is energy first, what does that mean? It means your gift is the ability to change the shape, the color, the frequency of an energy. Reflect on this. Reflect on this with your heart. A little with your mind, but mostly with your heart. Imagine that a feeling or a thought, an emotion, imagine it as like a ball in front of you. Imagine you wanting to help someone, you wanted to heal someone. You could ask them to explain, both energetically and with their words and their minds, what that feeling is, what that negative feeling is. And I want you to see it, to allow it to be manifested into a ball in front of you. Imagine it like a dark black ball. Now your gift as a healer with the healing modality, you can shape shift this. Imagine this energy is now in your hands and you're allowing source energy to flow through you from above, grounded into Mother Gaia. And with this energy, put your hands around it, change its shape. Balls are very dense. You can stretch it out until it becomes longer, perhaps larger and less dense. And as you bring in more energy from above, from source, you can change the frequency. Imagine the color changing. Imagine the whole spectrum, the light spectrum in front of you, and lift this feeling up. Lift it up by 2 or 3 shades. You could imagine a scale, maybe a scale of 1 to 100. Let's lift it up by 20. And as you change it, lift this energy up. See its colors start to lighten. And then pause and ask the human that you're healing to tell you now to describe the feeling. Acknowledge it, and then continue to bring in source energy through you, and lift it again, another 20. And again, ask your human that you're healing, what do you experience? Each time, you will be amazed by the answer, because each time you raise these emotions, they shift, they shape shift. What was once deeply terrifying to someone will gradually lighten and lighten. And if you take it up all the way to as high as you can imagine, can you imagine someone's greatest fear becoming their greatest gift? This is your gift. And to help activate it, I would like to continue to work with you in daily meditation. Ask for me as you meditate. Put your hand on your heart after taking 3 deep breaths, grounding into Gaia, connecting into Source above. Ask for a Saya. And together, we will start by practicing with your own emotions. We will pick together the lowest emotion of the moment, and we will shape shift it. It is like transmutation, yet it is also a journey of changing shape and shifting. This is the practice you have used this gift of shape shifting for eons. You are a true master, and we are so proud of you for taking this mission and accepting this gift in this lifetime. Together now, we send in golden lights into your heart chakra to help start this activation. We love you. We're always here. Ask for us, and we will appear. And so it is. Thank you so much, Anthony, and thank you to your guides. That was
That
beautiful.
was amazing, Jon. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Anthony just responded. He said he's in tears right now. He does Reiki with tuning forks. Is
Wow,
that amazing?
that's so cool.
That is so amazing. Really, really, really good. And your guide's name is Athea or Asia, and you can call on them and ask them, integrate with them each and every day to help build this new gift that you have in healing. And the way that you imagine the dark ball becoming lighter and lighter in incremental segments is just brilliant. I love that the guide brought that through. Um, and also, when the guide said for us to forget everything that we've been taught about matter and energy, I mean, it's just brilliant. It's brilliant because the universe is is infinite, and it has multiple endless possibilities, and it's just absolutely amazing, these very powerful messages that came through that channeling, that message from your guides, Anthony. That was really beautiful. And one message that I kept hearing over and over again is that you're going to help to heal the world and change the world, that this is your mission here in this lifetime, in this incarnation. I thought that was really very beautiful.
That's
Wow.
fantastic. Thank you, Anthony. And I love the tuning forks, like the snake's tongue and also the frequencies. So definitely you can use sound frequency as well in your healing. And perhaps you'll want to use different forks to help with the different pitches. It's all energy. So thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. I love it too. It's all a frequency and sound and color and light. I mean, all of these things are the healing modalities of the future because we're all going to be on a different frequency. This human body is no longer just going to be 3D dense material. It's going to be filled with starlight and just the universe, right? We already are
Yeah,
anyway.
that's right.
He says, thank you, thank you. It's going to change my course from here on out. And he's so happy and so grateful. You're welcome, Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
Oof. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Very good. So currently it's at 1:20. I'm not sure. I mean, 1 hour, 20 minutes in. And uh, so I'm not, would you have time for one more, Jon, do you think?
Yeah, sure. I can do one more.
Okay. So, I just wanted to ask you, when you're connecting for the activation, is it usually that you bring through a guide, or is that just random as well? Like, because I thought that was brilliant. I mean, that you're introduced to your guide and what the guide's telling you, and that you can go back and revisit this guide is just
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's thank you. It's yes, vast majority of the time, but I've had occasions where the guides don't want to come forwards first. And in fact, I've had times when guides are, I guess I describe it as this. Well, let me watch my words. They'll actually stand behind like a protective barrier while I perform a clearing first, and then they'll step forwards. And it's not really to protect them; it's more to protect their continued connection. And the reason I was minding my words was all guides are always connected all the time, and I don't want anyone to ever believe otherwise.
Yeah, yeah. All of these messages, all of these lessons and insights and revelations are all for here for all of us to consider, for all of us to integrate, and for all of us to consider and contemplate and just bring into our own lives. And that's what's so beautiful about the work that you do, Jon, is because yes, it is specific to Anthony. Yes, it is his guide, but we could all take the overall message and some of the aspects that you're offering within the message for our own lives. I know I can definitely feel it myself. Yeah, it's really very powerful. And we just need to integrate it, take our time with it, not to rush it. I just want to make sure I
Yeah.
give you a little bit of downtime. I know sometimes when I'm doing readings and I have loved one after loved one, I like to ring a bell in between just to kind of like, uh,
Just to clear the energy.
yeah, so I can
Yeah,
start fresh again.
I love that.
Okay. All right. So, Anthony, since you were the last one, if you can give me a number from 1 to 8, that would be very helpful for me. 1 to 8, Anthony, if you don't mind. Just pop in any number there. It'll give him a second. Between 1 and 8, just the first. Oh, number 7. Excellent.
Wow, I got it right.
Okay, so the next one we have is Valerie B, and she would like an activation. Lots of
Yes.
activations. Good.
Fantastic. Thank you, Valerie. I invite in Valerie, her human, her light body, and I invite in her guides, her higher self, her ancestors. And just immediately I'm being shown your guides. 8 of them are standing in front of me, and they're all showing themselves as stars in a row. It is not their sole origin or the way that they are always being shown. They wanted to be seen as stars. And I asked that one of them step forwards. They want to speak as one. They would like to channel through me as one. Yes, please do. Valerie, when you look to the night sky, we are here. Feel that energy. Feel that energy. There's a star in the sky for every heart in this universe. And your heart is a star. So when you look at a star, you're receiving starlight through your human 2 eyes, with your 3rd eye, also human eye. You're receiving this energy into your heart. Can you guess what is missing from this 3D reality, this world you live in at this time? It is the stars and daylights that we miss. The stars are always there. We your guides, are always there. And the star in your heart that fills your heart with a fire, this energy, this creation energy, this connection, this deep connection to source energy, to the galactic sun, the star at the center of this universe that burns for infinity, flows through your heart. And so when you see stars in the sky, you create this energetic loop. Because where are those stars connected to? They're connected to source, to the galactic star, the galactic sun. So this infinity loop continues. As you receive starlight, it comes into your heart. Your heart is a star connected into the galactic sun. The galactic sun sends out energy to the stars in the sky, and this comes back down to you as starlight. We want you to remember stars in the daylight. What does this mean? How is that possible? Well, you know that the stars are always there. It's just the sun is shining and it is hard to see them. How do we know they're there? Well, our minds tell us when we think about it. Is the starlight still coming to us during daytime? Yes, it is. How does it come through when our sun that shines so beautifully on Earth, how does the starlight come through when the sun is so bright and so dominant? Well, it comes through as a different frequency. And what is this reality made of? What are the different universes made of? They are made of different frequencies, and different dimensions have different frequencies. We would like you to imagine that if you break apart your mental models, imagine for a moment that in the 3D reality alone, and I repeat, the 3D reality alone, stars are like spirit guides, and the spirit guides do not and cannot exist alone in the 3D reality. What does this really mean? It means that outside of this frequency, of this third dimension density, just higher, fourth, fifth, and above, these dimensions are where spirit guides exist. And so just like starlight, when they wish to communicate with the soul they are here to serve, a thin light comes down through the dimensions, and it gets fainter and fainter until it comes down into the human. And the human, it's like being tickled by a feather. It is like a quiet whisper in your heart. It is like a song, an emotion, a feeling. What the spirit guides sound like, we all sound different. What do we feel like? We all feel different. How do we communicate with you? We communicate in our own way, and you receive in your own way. Just like every star is unique within a heart, it is unique in the sky, and its energy, its frequency is unique. And to your gift, we are activating this gift within your heart, that big, beautiful star in your heart. And you are going to teach yourself and teach others how to improve the communication, to build the visualization, the feeling, and the communication with their guides and other higher dimensions. And so first, we activate this, bringing in golden light from the center of this universe. And it is huge and powerful, and we feel its fire as it comes through our hearts at this time into yours. And we allow your star, your heart, sun in your heart to ignite. And as it grows over the coming days, weeks, and years to this lifetime, allow its energy to fuel this communication, this infinity loop. And when you practice to help others communicate with their guides, in your meditation, it is your choice, your free will choice. But after connecting with Source and with Gaia, setting up your protection, you can then flow through this infinity loop, describe it to them, help them feel it. And why do we teach you this? We teach you this because it is the strongest power of this universe. Stars, of course, are the biggest power in the skies and in space. And your heart is also the most powerful. So it is like the fire hose of energy. And so once you experience this, we can bring that down to a very small trickle of energy that is able to traverse fifth, fourth, third dimensions, come through the crown chakra. And you can teach others to communicate with their guides. You are a true, beautiful soul, and we thank you. Thank you so much, Valerie. Incredible.
Yeah.
And I'd like to wish you a beautiful integration with this gift activation. And so many people come to me asking how to communicate with their guides. And truly, you will open so many doors and so many hearts. Really help change this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Jon. Thank you, Valerie. Wow, that was really, really very beautiful. Very uh, simple yet poignant. It's just to know that the stars are the most powerful source in the universe and that our heart is the most powerful in this dimension, and to connect those two and to send out that joy. I felt joy and love in the infinity loop. I just thought we all can do this. What an amazing concept that we're all connected through our hearts with all of the stars in the universe, all of this energy, all of this healing, all of this uh, connecting with others. It's really important that we do connect with others. Um, and you said that there are energies that are dominant, and you said that to consider that these stars are a different frequency, and that this dominant kind of 3D um, mm, image that we see and uh, situation that we see or may be aware of is only one frequency, that there are different frequencies. And in a moment, we can connect to the stars at a different frequency. It is our choice, it is in our own power. I thought that
Yeah.
was amazing too. And the way that you were saying that the energy came in through her heart was in this shape. Oh, I thought that was amazing. Really, really, really powerful. I have to lift up because you can't see my heart, but
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's truly incredible. And I get so many people asking, so many people saying, "Oh, I'm not talking to my guides. How do I talk to them?" And it definitely takes practice, and I definitely encourage everyone. And I think a lot of that journey is just learning that it's not what you expect, and the sooner you can remove your expectations, the quicker you're going to learn what it's going to be like for you. And I don't think, for instance, I don't think with Gina, ever really discussed with you much about like how it feels, like what it's like, and what different guides feel like, and what it's like when you can ignore them and when you can be closest to them. And
Mm.
I feel like it's different. It's different every time. And the most beautiful aspect of Valerie's gift is you will literally change this world just by helping people know that they're never alone, like never alone, and that in their heart they can literally have a communication like we're talking just now, with their guides. And so even if you don't believe that you're sharing a planet with billions of beautiful souls, and that that's our same home, and that we all share the same home, your guides are always with you wherever you are. So thank you for this.
Wow, that's beautiful. It's indescribable, and I may try to formulate words, but it's it's unconditional love in in many different aspects that I feel when I connect to higher spirit guides or ascended masters or angels or loved ones. I mean, just the immense power of unconditional love. And this comes through with all the healing energy, all the perspective energy, all the, raising your frequency energy. But I, it is, there is, it is, I can see it. I can see it. And not only see it, I can feel it. I not only feel it, I experience it. And all of everybody here in the chat and anybody who ever watches any of the shows that we do understand that they can feel this too. They can sense the frequency. They know that there's more to this world, and that we are all connected in this universe. It's just simply amazing the way you can bring through the activations uh, for the spiritual gifts for each and every one of us. It's just beautiful. And I think that they are, I mean, this one was specific to Valerie herself with that star in her heart. I could just see it now still. And the connection. But we all can consider that in
Yeah,
our own hearts that we all have connections to starlight, star power, star essence within us, that we can just open up and share this. Um,
definitely. That's so true. That's so beautiful how you described that. I do want to quickly share that the last uh, membership group mission I did when we visited the Galactic Federation ship, I was shown, I don't know how many, it was around 200 souls on this ship, and they were sat in the same room together. And they showed me this thing they did. It reminded me of the movie E.T. when he made his heart glow red. What they did
aw.
was they all made their hearts glow golden. And what they were showing was every single one had the same heart energy, this unconditional unity love, and they all connected at the same time. And they showed me and said, we're all connected. We're all this one. We are this oneness all together. And they were demonstrating unity in this real time. And I was like, wow, that's incredible. And they were showing it in me and in their hearts. And like if we see our planet like that, and we see our guides and every entity like this, that we all have this opportunity to step into this unity, this choice to become part of that, all unique, humans and unique souls. But that one thing, that source energy, that divine spark, we can say, hey, I see it in you, and I want to help you with yours. I think is so beautiful.
It is. And it's the evolution of humanity. I think we're all raising our frequency and becoming more of a spiritual being and integrating the human aspect with the spiritual aspect. It's it's really, really, really beautiful. So I don't know if there's anything in closing that you'd like to do, John, but I this has been amazing. It's again a very high intensity session that we've had all together. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here and holding space and holding energy and sharing the healing. I thought that was absolutely beautiful and generous of everybody who contributed to that. And just the lessons that we've learned today, the messages that came through for all of us today. I do truly feel, I keep saying this with each and every one, that it was a group healing, it was a group activation. For some reason, I mean, I know each individual person asked, and we did, or you did, or the guides did deliver that activation to that person. But I feel as though, and I'm not sure if it's because you told me about the group that you have, but for some, I feel as though this is everybody. I feel as
Yeah,
though this is for all of us. And everybody who asked their questions, thank you. Because it enabled us to share with everyone here what the possibilities are, what the uh, energies may be. I just think it's really, really beautiful. I,
thank you. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I would like to just close the session with this message, this gratitude. And I'd like to thank every beautiful soul that is with us at this time, in the live chat and the replay, for those that stepped forwards and those that didn't. I want you to know that I see you, I love you, the whole of you, and the gifts that were helped activated today are part of us all, and that through different stages in our own unique spiritual journeys, our life journeys, our human journeys, different gifts will be activated at different times. Your soul knows this and is ready. We share many of the same gifts, yet each of us excels uniquely in individual or combinations of gifts. There is no limit to them, and they are limitless. And as we close this session with this voice of swords, we love you, we thank you, we are so grateful for your time in this human lifetime. You are truly rebalancing darkness and light, restoring the order of this universe with every breath, every step, every chore and bill you pay, and every heart you awaken, and every smile you bring to every soul. As you raise vibrations, you rebalance darkness and light. And for this, I want you to receive this eternal gratitude and love. I'd like to thank all of our guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Source, Gaia, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Uriel. I'd like to thank Jean, and everyone. We wish you a beautiful integration of the energies that you have received and the effects they have on your human form and your light body. Get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, and keep talking. Keep talking to your guides, talking to us. And may this protection stay in place for each individual as long as is required as we bring this meditation, the session to an end. Thank you. Well,
Beautiful, beautiful, John. Welcome back. Welcome back. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Thank you very much for sharing your gifts with us and for enabling this to be put out into the universe, right? It's for everybody. This is out on public. This is anybody and everybody can see this. And I'm so grateful that you are open to share your gifts and your abilities to to the entire world. I think that's beautiful. Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you,
I'm
Jean.
stumbling over my words. I just keep saying the word beautiful over and over again. So, just to try and ground us a little bit more here, Jon, before we go, you do have a family. How many children do you have?
Yeah, I have two kids, a 16-year-old and an almost 13-year-old,
Wow.
and a beautiful wife. So yeah, in fact, just after this, we're getting ready to go camping for a couple of days in our motorhome, which we love doing. We love traveling, and I love going to. While they're still sleeping in the morning, I sneak out and go and record a song in nature, and then we spend the day together on adventures. So yeah, it's super fun.
And really connect with Gaia. Man, you must need some grounding after all of this work.
Yeah, I do.
That is
Yeah.
really, really beautiful, really beautiful. And you did say that the temperature is hot in Scotland, and I'm not sure if you know the Fahrenheit. Would you know which Fahrenheit?
Not really. I know that we topped 100 Fahrenheit, which is double the temperature for Scotland. Scotland's usually really mild.
Oh,
So yeah, it was definitely. We have no air conditioning, and also we love complaining about the weather like all the time. It doesn't matter if it goes up by 1 or 2 degrees. We just love complaining about it. So it's such a magical, beautiful country. And if you don't mind rain, I'd argue it's the best place in the world. But if you don't like rain, and you do want more sun, then maybe it's not the right country. But definitely do visit. It's full of such magical history and so many past lifetimes.
wow. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Jon. I just wanted to try and bring us down, ground us a little bit back to, be aware of our surroundings here.
Back to the human.
Exactly, exactly. Let's all get back. And for everybody here in the chat, please do this for yourself as well. It's important that we all just come right back into our own bodies and feel your butt sitting in the seat or your feet on the floor, and
Yeah.
be aware of the surroundings around you. This has been a very high intensity type of healing and session, and it's very important that you drink water and get some grounding in for yourself and hug, your family members. I just felt like we went way up.
We did, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So
I just
that's
go outside. I've got a tree outside, and I just go and hold it for a while, and I ground into the grass as well. Yeah, please do.
one day you'll see that tree glowing from all the energy you've been putting in.
It is, yeah. It's growing really fast as well. Might be
I
why.
said glowing, but yeah.
Yeah, glowing. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, we're at 1:48. Just so you know, we're a little bit over here, Jon. But thank you again, and please do come back. And I just thank you for your time, for your expertise, and please keep in touch. And we'll see you again real soon. Thank you, everybody.
Will do. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, team. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Sending love. Bye.
Bye.